The biggest showdown in NBA history is happening right now. LeBron James and Kevin Durant tried to take a shot at Michael Jordan, and it completely blew up in their faces. It all began on the Mind the Game podcast with Steve Nash, where KD cracked a joke about MJ that came off as seriously disrespectful. LeBron made it worse by laughing way too hard. And this time it wasn't about stats, highlight reels, or normal trash talk. They crossed into something personal, something connected to Jordan's family. That hit a nerve. Jordan didn't let it slide though. His response stunned the entire basketball world.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
Right?
Yeah. And then I want to come.
But that's only the beginning. MJ didn't just fire back, he came with receipts. He exposed behind-the-scenes details involving LeBron's connections to the wrong people and even hinted at possible performance-enhancing drug use. Today, we're breaking all of it down, from the original disrespectful joke, to Jordan's ruthless response, the hidden drama, and the shocking claims that could change how LeBron and KD are remembered forever. To really understand how it all erupted, we need to revisit the exact moment on the Mind the Game podcast. At first, the internet brushed it off like it wasn't that serious, until people started realizing just how blatant the disrespect was. The episode was supposed to be a simple conversation between LeBron, Steve Nash, and Kevin Durant about the NBA. Then out of nowhere, KD drops one of the slyest disses I've ever heard from a player. They were talking about longevity, minutes, rest, normal stuff. And then KD said this.
This is nothing but a Michael Jordan diss, bro. A Michael Jordan headshot. And it's crazy coming for a like KD, who has literally talking about commitment.
He said it with a straight face, like he was just dropping some harmless fun fact. But it wasn't harmless at all, it was a direct shot at Michael Jordan's deepest trauma. KD was basically implying, Mike quit when things got tough. And honestly, the line itself wasn't even the craziest part. It was LeBron's reaction. You could see LeBron try to hold in his laugh for half a second before he finally cracked, and it was obvious this wasn't the first time they had joked about this. This was something they had talked about behind closed doors. But here's why context matters. Jordan's baseball season came directly after his father's murder, at a time when he was dealing with unimaginable trauma. People called the decision strange, but those who remember know it was a son honoring his dad's dream. So when KD turned that into a punchline, he poked the one subject MJ never jokes about. And once that clip hit social media, the internet went after LeBron and KD hard. The comments were savage, the video spread like wildfire, and sports creators definitely weren't letting it slide.
You and Michael at a good spot.
Who, me and Michael?
Jordan?
Yeah, we're a good spot. We don't talk.
Why not, you think?
Because I'm still playing.
And let's be real, KD knows better. He's a true student of the game. He knows the history inside and out, which is exactly why everyone could tell that comment was an intentional jab at MJ. And LeBron laughing only multiplied the disrespect. One player making a questionable joke is one thing, but two superstars smirking about the GOAT's most painful life moment? That's easily one of the tackiest things we've seen in a while. If you want to joke about MJ, keep it competitive. Talk about the Wizards era, talk about him punching teammates, talk about anything else. Not the one decision shaped by pure grief. And sure, I saw people online claiming KD didn't mean it that way. That's cute. But intention doesn't matter when the impact is that loud. The moment LeBron laughed, the entire tone shifted. What gets me is KD and LeBron always pretend they're above drama, yet they somehow end up causing the most drama every time. KD's sensitive about everything, but now he's starting beefs on a podcast. LeBron plays the respectful to MJ role in public, but the second he thinks he's in a safe space, he's laughing like he's at a comedy club. And if there's one thing we've learned about MJ over the decades, it's that he stays quiet only until someone crosses the line. KD and LeBron poked at the one thing they should have left alone. The crazy part is that people acted like this was some sudden betrayal, when if you look at the history between MJ and LeBron, it makes perfect sense. Those two have never liked each other, and after this they probably never will. And when you start pulling up the receipts, it's even clearer that LeBron laughing wasn't an accident, it was completely on brand. Just look at that Pat McAfee interview earlier this year, when LeBron finally admitted the truth. He and Michael Jordan don't talk. At all. LeBron tried to explain the whole situation by saying MJ is just too competitive. Like Jordan simply can't bring himself to talk to an active superstar until that player retires. And I remember thinking, really? That's the best you've got? Because the MJ I know has talked to plenty of active players. He talked to Kobe constantly, they grew so close they were practically family. And Kobe was a bigger threat to MJ's legacy than LeBron ever will be. That excuse felt like when you ask someone why their friend never comes around anymore and they hit you with, "Oh, they're just busy." Sure, man. Whatever you say. What made it even weirder was LeBron claiming that once he retires, then he and MJ will get close. That's like someone saying he'll finally call his dad after moving out. If you're not close now, retirement isn't suddenly going to convince Jordan to pick up the phone. In fact, the way LeBron said it made it obvious he feels the distance, and honestly, you don't say something like that unless it's been eating at you for years. But this distance isn't new. You can go all the way back to the 2022 All-Star Game in Cleveland and watch it unfold in front of everyone. Remember when MJ walked out during the NBA 75 ceremony and the entire arena erupted? He was hugging everybody that night. But when he got to LeBron, the energy shifted instantly. He gave him this quick, stiff, "Hey, man" handshake, the type two guys give each other when they used to be close but haven't spoken in months. Then MJ kept walking, spotted Luka, and suddenly lit up like he just ran into a long-lost nephew.
On in his prime, Michael in his prime one-on-one. Who wins that game?
Myself, for sure. I mean, I'm gonna take myself versus anybody. I tell you one thing, they're gonna have to have a few wheelchairs and a couple ambulances there to get us off the floor.
The entire energy shifted in an instant. And honestly, it was wild to see. In LeBron's own building, on a night meant to celebrate him, MJ showed more genuine warmth toward Luka Doncic than he did toward LeBron James. And can you really blame him? Let's not act like LeBron hasn't poked the bear before. The moment he went on camera after the 2016 finals and declared himself the greatest player of all time, that was the first major crack in whatever relationship he and MJ had left.
This time I had no thoughts of coming back and playing the game of basketball. So when I did decide to come back in 1995, and then we played Utah in 96, I'm at the center circle, and Brian Russell sitting next to me, and I look over to Brian. I said, "You remember this conversation you made in 1994 about I think I can guard you, I can shut you down, and I would love to play against you. Well, you about to get your chance."
Before all of this, LeBron constantly referred to MJ as his idol. He wore number 23 because of him. He mimicked MJ's celebrations. He called Jordan the reason I picked up a basketball. Then suddenly, one night, he goes on national TV and crowns himself the GOAT while MJ is at home, minding his own business. That MJ is competitive to the bone, but is also prideful. If someone wants to take his throne, fine, earn it. Don't just announce it yourself on HBO and then there's the one-on-one debate. Every few years, those old clips pop back up where LeBron says he beat MJ in a prime versus prime matchup. And he never says it humbly. It's always paired with some joke about needing wheelchairs or stretchers afterward, like he's pitching a movie trailer. Take a look at this.
Caught dressed like my housekeeper. He calls himself the GOAT.
And that kind of talk is whatever when you're discussing random players, but when you're talking about the man whose legacy you've been chasing your entire career, you can understand why MJ might not be thrilled hearing it. And that's exactly why KD's baseball joke wasn't just some harmless throwaway line. It hit a nerve, because that period in MJ's life wasn't a hobby or a publicity stunt. It was tied directly to his father, James Jordan. At the time of his father's death, Michael had been struggling with a gambling habit. Not reckless the way people love to exaggerate, but enough that it created a chain reaction he never anticipated. And tragically, his father allegedly ended up paying the ultimate price.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Michael didn't plan any of it and he never saw it coming. The guilt he carried afterward is impossible to put into words. And the baseball chapter wasn't some random coincidence. Jordan's father loved baseball. He grew up playing it, he taught it to his sons, and it was a dream he always hoped to see fulfilled. When Michael walked away from basketball to play professional baseball, he wasn't chasing a whim. He was honoring his father's memory, trying to live out a dream for the man who had been taken from him. But the pressure didn't stop. The media went wild. Headlines exploded. Jordan quits for baseball. MJ running from NBA pressure. Suspended? Conspiracy theories spread like wildfire. Some people even claimed the league forced him out. None of it was true, but Michael had to deal with every rumor anyway. He was carrying the Bulls, the entire NBA, his father's death, and the non-stop gossip surrounding his decision. It was overwhelming. And if there's one thing we know about MJ, it's that he doesn't take disrespect lightly. Would KD's joke or LeBron's laugh slide with anyone else? Maybe. But with Jordan, he remembers every slight, and he responds with precision. Just look at his Hall of Fame speech for proof.
The LeBron situation, because what LeBron essentially did here is he used nepotism to get his son a job in the NBA. That's basically what this was. And most people agree that's what happened. Bronny James, the son, did not play his way into the NBA.
He wasn't there to be sentimental or soft. He was there to assert his dominance, to make sure everyone understood the stakes, and to remind the world why he's untouchable. That speech wasn't just a celebration of his career, it was a masterclass in responding to disrespect. And that's exactly why KD and LeBron should never, ever touch the things MJ values most. The emotional weight of this story is why Jordan remains untouchable. You can joke about stats, rings, or highlight reels. You can debate athleticism, leadership, or clutch moments. But you do not touch his baseball year. At the end of the day, this is a man who transformed grief into greatness. He turned personal tragedy into motivation, navigated media conspiracies, public scrutiny, and the weight of the NBA, all while cementing himself as the greatest to ever play the game. And it didn't stop there, because when MJ responded to LeBron, it was brutal.
On steroids, bro. He had to sit out. He was on steroids for real. Y'all remember that though?
Nah.
When they was like, he got everybody, they started testing for HGH, and they was like, yo, and he had to sit out. Like, he said his back was hurt, and he sat out for like 3 weeks, and he came back skinny. This is just, I was in the league.
This makes the whole situation even more embarrassing for LeBron, because his past is full of moments that make him look, let's just say, less than flawless. His history alone makes that laugh feel even more tone-deaf, especially coming from someone hailed as the greatest NBA player of all time. Well, not in my eyes, or any fan who's watched true dominance on the court. And to see just how deep this goes, consider this. It happened around the same time LeBron was on a call with Diddy and said the following.
To not have passed Michael in 30-point games, and he's played, I think he's on year 20, right?
So when we all know who Diddy is. The man has thrown some of the wildest parties imaginable and has been linked to some of the darkest controversies in hip-hop. Yet, LeBron chose to be close friends with him. That video is trending again, and not for good reasons, because people are asking, was LeBron just hyping Diddy, or was he more involved than he lets on? He regularly attended Diddy's parties and publicly praised them. Then, when Diddy faced arrest and conviction, LeBron suddenly went quiet. For someone with a nice guy public image, being linked to one of hip-hop's most scandal-heavy figures is a major problem. And then there's Bronny, LeBron's son. LeBron wields immense influence in the league, and it's no secret that he's shaping Bronny's path in a big way.
Great player. He's sensitive, 100% sensitive. What I said, and I stick by. KD's a great player. But he's going to have to win a championship without the Warriors to get the old heads' respect. And I used the analogy. I said, Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest ever, said, I had to win a championship without Shaq.
For someone constantly positioning himself against MJ's legacy, using his influence to get his son into the NBA through nepotism wasn't a wise move. And then there's the performance-enhancing angle. Let's be real about it. Jeff Teague openly mentioned that LeBron sat out when HGH testing was introduced, only to return looking noticeably different. Then there's the rumor involving Dante West and LeBron's mom, Gloria James. One of the most notorious NBA scandals is tied to LeBron, as West allegedly got involved with his mother during LeBron's Cleveland days. LeBron stayed quiet and let the drama simmer, and the tension was felt throughout the locker room. You can't exactly laugh at someone else's pain when your own history is this loaded. After all, we never heard rumors of MJ's teammates getting involved with Dolores Jordan. LeBron's power syndrome isn't limited to the court, it extends into the front office. Any dedicated NBA fan knows how he pressures trades and, at times, micromanages franchises. Beyond basketball, LeBron isn't just chasing greatness, he's chasing cultural relevance. His public announcements, movies, and branding moves all show an effort to match MJ, but MJ never needed product placement to cement himself as the GOAT. MJ was the product, with the world's most successful sneaker franchise to prove it. And then there's social media. LeBron doesn't confront directly. He subtweets, shades quietly, or posts passive-aggressive content. MJ, on the other hand, confronts head-on. He would never have had the audacity to laugh in someone's face like that. Even other legends see through LeBron. Charles Barkley and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar have openly questioned his methods.